So we're going to need to design a solution using our program. So you need to find Lego Mindstorms EV3. It looks like that. And what we're going to do this time, you can click up here to add a new project. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to click on File. I wanted to show you that you can actually open other projects that you've saved using the Open Project. And we will do that because it's good to remember just how you've done things. But today, we're trying to have a new project, and we'll just click on that. You can either double click on that or open it up. And here we go, we've got a new project. As always, we're going to name that project. And we're going to name this one Driving Test. You can name it whatever you like. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. And let's start programming. So if we're starting on that line, we need to drive forward to begin with. So let's use the move steering block. We've used that before. We're going to drive forward and we'll use rotations. Straight ahead. Now we want to do it as fast as we can. Let's go to 100 this time. My group would have decided what our estimate is for how many rotations to get to the top of that triangle. And I'm going to put 5. Now at the moment, if we just put that into the robot, it would do that. It would go forward 5 rotations and then it would just brake. So that wouldn't be it. That wouldn't be the whole thing. But it might be an idea to try out our program before going too far. What I think I'll do for this is just add another block, assuming that 5 rotations of the wheels is enough to get up to the top of that triangle. So I'll add another block, and this time I'm hoping that we've driven our rotations as fast as we can, our 5 rotations, and we're ready to turn. So we're going to keep that on for rotations. This block is going to tell the robot we need to really make a hard turn there to get around the tip of the triangle. I'm thinking about there. We're still going to go at 100 on our power, and we're going to go with 6 rotations this time. Okay, so we've designed a bit of a solution. You know that it's never going to be perfect the first time, so let's go and implement that and see where we get to with this part of our solution. Okay, so we need to evaluate what went well, what didn't go well, and what we need to change. So we've programmed the robot and it did exactly what we told it to do. It went forward for 5 rotations, and that was probably too many, I think. Although the major issue that I think needs looking at is this block here, this second block, because the turn is way too much, isn't it? Okay, so I've actually looked at that. We had a larger number of rotations, which I've now changed to just 1 because it kept turning for a number of rotations, which is way too many. So I'm going to change that also. This time I'm going to put 3.5, 3.5, and see if that's any better. And I've also, as I said, I've changed the turning. So I think it was too hard turn left, so I've weakened that a little bit and less rotations. And we're going to see how that goes now. So I'm going to plug in my USB cord to the computer, plug in that cord to our EV3 robot, and you can tell that it's now plugged in because this area is darker. And I'm going to download the new program. Yeah, that was better. That's a lot better. So we've got it going up, which is about right, I think 3.5, and turning quite well. Now, obviously, we need to keep going and drive as fast as we can around the rest of the triangle without crossing that triangle or knocking anything over. So we're going to need to continue on our programming. So we will need another block. And we're going to want to drive forward. Now, what I'd like you to do is work with your team to work out the rest of the programming. I'm not going to give you any more. It's your chance to talk to your team members, take turns with the programming, take turns with the testing it out and implementing it, and also make sure you're communicating effectively with the people in your team. So, carry on doing your driving test and good luck.